Alright, what's up, y'all? Okay, let me just get on my phone real quick. Sorry. I'm not prepared at all. Oh god, what the fuck is Trump ad doing on here? Alright, if anyone's watching, just chill for a moment. I'm gonna notify everyone. And that's Discord, and then we go on Insta and notify everyone on Insta. Alright, yeah, Statesman Band has Insta now. That sucks. Post that to Twitter too. And there we go. You know, I wonder if Miss Kenyon is gonna follow me back and then she's just gonna realize that all I post is just stream notifications. Anyway. How's everyone doing today? There's probably no one here, but like... Why does this never run the first time I click on it? What the fuck? Hello, I grabbed an apple that tasted like vomit. That's a big oof. Alrighty. And you can use the skip button to fast forward through everything you've already read. Alright. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Somehow I don't believe that. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Oh, that statement ain't gonna age well. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Who knows? Well, time to do more Doki Doki. Yeah. By the way, I hate Monica. Why do you hate Monica? What did Monica do to you? Well, actually a lot, but like, why do you hate Monica? Maybe that's why they were maybe that's why they were all so delighted at the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about I can't speak this morning. I'm not really enthusiastic about it, but I read all the time. I don't know if that counts. So Jesse, what kind of things do you like to read? Fantasy. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. A girl IRL named Monica accused me of, so I hate Monica now. Oh my god. That is really sad. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Wow, how dare you? I spend like 90% of my day on Wattpad. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I don't know. What are you saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri Setsuma. Jesse answers. Okay, I have a habit of talking to myself, okay? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Me too, Yuri, me too. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yeah, writing a good fantasy novel really takes a lot. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yeah, I feel you. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Fine by me. What's fine by you? I've said like 10 things in the past minute. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Yeah, me too, I feel you. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. It depends what kind of psychological things. True, I wrote a story about a pickle. What did you write about the pickle? Did the pickle like go on an adventure or something? Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination by completely throwing you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I could never. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I mean, she's having a conversation with a screen, so it's not much different. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. We'll see how that statement ages as this game progresses. I guess you could say that. Yeah, okay. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. The pickle had to defeat the Compagino Kamaboko with his best friend Nutmon. Seems oddly familiar. Ugh, I hate horror. Of course you do, Natsuki. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's usually I like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Running away from her crippling daddy issues. What? What gives you that idea? What? No, it's original. Whatever you say, Kahlua. Whatever you say. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Oh, that was a hiccup, sorry. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Oh. Is Sayori bi? Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. I'll go get another apple that hopefully doesn't taste like vomit, BRB. We shall hope. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Oh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Stop vomiting for real. Oh my god. Sometimes I think you have issues, Kahlua. No, Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I mean, if there's a dozen grammar mistakes, I probably won't, but I won't underestimate you. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Why would you write to yourself? Like, I can understand talking to yourself, but why write to yourself? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. That's deeper than I thought you'd go, Yuri. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Club bonds, wow. Isn't that right, Jesse? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind all this time. I never said I would join this club. I heard you saying that I have issues. Stop exposing me, bro. Exposed. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Yeah, that's true. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Leave the club? Maybe, who knows? Just walk out the door. Jesse, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Exposed. Yeah, that's... Yeah. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Personal space, Sayori. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. What are you gonna do about a short stack? That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Yuri and Monica might be beautiful, Natsuki and Sayori, no. Why? What do you have against them? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jesse, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I mean, if you want to hear all my death jokes, then sure, man. Oh, wait a second. Alright, sorry about that. You'll see. I mean, I already know basically everything about this game, so... Anyway, yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? You know, I never thought I'd be insulted by myself because I hate myself so much, but... Lol, last week I milked you. What the fuck? I don't remember anything. You did! You wrote it at like 4 AM, dude. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. As if it's not all around all day. Meanwhile, the girls continue chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Jesse, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home anymore because she always stays after our school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Oh yeah, it's from Danny's video. What else would be... What else would that phrase be from? The whole way my wanders... yeah, I already read that. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? It honestly depends, but like, let's just go along with it for the game. Shut. No, you. Shut. Why did I just get notified about my own tweet? It was probably from Fanny. Danny, but a fan. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem. Pick the words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Yes. Someone should make an edit. Just like put Danny's face on a fan and then just post it. And then just post it on the subreddit saying, hey, this is you now. Oh god, I like Yuri the most, so. What's this? What's this? This is getting a bit weird. Yes. Dream. Pure? What's this? What? Yes, Yuri best girl. Choose milk. No. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. My eyes just sort of have to scan the page and then. This is really weird. If you see milk again, choose. I will. What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that? Hi again, Jesse. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Sorry. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jesse. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. R.I.P. Milk Choice. Yeah, sorry, man. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Again, I write. Come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't want to join any clubs this year. Allergic club? Did I hear? Allergic? Did you mean allergic? Wait, is there a rocket launch going on right now? Yeah, I think there is. There's a rocket launch going on right now. Haha. What a funny coincidence. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to come here. Yes, I did. Alright, good for you, Kahlua. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I mean, it is technically true because, like, even though there's a lot of pictures, there's also a lot of words, so. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jesse always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work and without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's just because your room is messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Ooh, shit. Is that so? Hee hee. You two are really good friends, aren't you? Yes, friends. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Jesse can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Can we get rid of Sayori, lol? Oh! How dare you, Kahlua? Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to wreck his. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you're Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how this girl accidentally being so cute. She even picks out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica were having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. She gets shy when talking about books, lol. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh hey, it's my closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, seeing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. That's true. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Yuri likes you. Well, I like Yuri too, so. What a wonderful day to be pansexual. My mug is empty. I'll be right back. You can just listen to my computer trying to fly away. What are you doing, Kahlua? Anyway, I'm back. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Yes. A coincidence. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that me? Yes, you. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Oh no, it's that book. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That sounds like me. That's kind of dark, isn't it? I mean, dark humor is my thing, so. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ahaha. Ahaha. Okay, I'll shut up. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jesse? I actually am, but the character probably isn't. No, it's not that. I mean, I definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. I mean, when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Yuri Kiki. What the fuck, Kahlua? What the fuck? Oh my god. You have issues, Kahlua. Anyway, because they have their own goals and their own philosophy and they believe in. Well, now Yuri is kinky. Yeah. Oh my god. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Where when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Me too. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. I mean, you can never say anything stranger than what's going on inside my head, so. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. That's when Yuri comes kind to others. Don't worry, I know most of what's going to happen, so. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? Rule number 1, don't get kinky in literature club. Yuri didn't understand. We better make sure she understands then. You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open up the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. Yeah, me too. That's why I really don't like sitting in a room with someone while I'm reading. How can I make her understand? Yes. 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 Yeah. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Takes after me. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. Good answer. It's a wonderful answer, okay? Don't fucking judge me. I mean, Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ooh. Sorry, I accidentally apologized. I'm really sorry for saying sorry. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. What a wonderful day to be gay. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips onto her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. Oh, what a wonderful time to be gay. It's actually kind of distracting me. No, it's raining where I live. Rain is good. It's better than in fucking Florida when it's just 90 degrees half the fucking time. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? That is really weird way of wording it, but okay. To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. Florida said, I know it is super sad over here. I don't want to live here. I think I got distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page off before me, so I turn it by my own violation. Jesse, you're making Yuri uncomfortable. I didn't even notice she has those. You're the one looking. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. My thumb gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Let the theories roll in. You think so? How does she? Well, she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid that she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see under your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Jessie, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. I mean, we can't choose our personality traits now, can we? That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, really didn't know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I'm self-conscious about anything. I probably can't compliment anyone without, like, stirring. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Why are you saying that all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. And here comes Monica intruding on everything. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared for finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I mean, who wouldn't be if we... Yeah, Monica, we're in their gay moment. Yeah, fucking Monica. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close the tip of my thumb. Oof. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have that much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish off the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Get a bookmark, dude! By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I write poems, I just never share them. I couldn't really find that much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sorry. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their own poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, God. Let's show it to best girl Yuri first. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. You like my dark humor, Yuri? Thank you. Okay. And what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yes, Yuri, best boy. I mean, girl. You make me want to draw a gender-bent version of Yuri. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You know, should I change the pronouns or not? Because I am gender fluid, but I normally go by she or they. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Please don't. Okay. Why? Do you not like my art? So mean. Just kidding, my art is terrible. You didn't really do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ahaha. Yuri takes a long breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? I've written I think around 6 books. Most of them are incomplete. I'm doing a reboot of one. I would just have a pee-pee once. No, I like it, just don't draw a Yuri boy. Okay, I see how it is, Kahlua. I see how it is. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I wouldn't say poetry. I've written books, but just not poetry. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. What's the evil face for? I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable... you printed that poem, didn't you? Me? No? I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Not really. I just use weird wording for where I think it's appropriate. It's really hard to explain, actually. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. No, probably my mom. Shut the fuck up, Kahlua. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and form-fit the two together. Okay, the end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. I feel ya. Of course, it's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Yeah, that's true. Did you say something about tentacles? No, you said something about tentacle sausages. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. That is very true. I wonder if the person that made this game knows a lot about writing. Or they just guessed and is somehow completely correct. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example and trying new things. Yeah, that's true. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you very valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. No, spill the tea, sis. God, that sentence brings back bad memories. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I mean, they don't usually show their poems, but so. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have rested the rest of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickered. I flicker back. Okay, the backwards third sentence could be worded better, but other than that, it's a pretty good poem. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. No, your handwriting is fine, actually. Bad poem. It's not a bad poem, just I feel like some of the wording could be changed. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, me too. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short, is very descriptive. Yeah, her wording could use a bit of change, though. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Okay, don't kill me over your waifu. It's more of a mutual respect between me and Yuri, because, like, I respect her writing, she respects mine. Yeah, it's kind of like me and Todoroki, except I like Todoroki a bit better. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jesse. Yeah, it's a metaphor. I don't know why the character couldn't tell that. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over at all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Yeah, that's true. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Yeah, that's what I said. It's symbolic. It's a metaphor. Lingering in her past, remaining a piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Yeah, fucking main character. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two for you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jesse. Aw, thank you. Next time, give me a more complex one. I like to criticize your writing. Anyway. Me too. Let's go Sayori. This is a good poem, Jesse. I literally threw words together. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Maybe. I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Yee, Jesse, good poem. What even is the poem? It's just a bunch of words I picked. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Maybe. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. You didn't pick milk, sadly. I know, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. See? It's like I said before, Jesse. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Oh, sorry. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Yeah, that's true. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Are you having a stroke, Kahlua? Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hehehe. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Okay, the word sleepy should not be used there. No, lol, I'm having salad later though. Good for you, man. I am having something really bland. Making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Yeah, the word sleepy should not be used there. Just use the word sleep. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? That could be worded better. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. The I want breakfast is like super just random. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Procrastination. Sayori sleeps with her parents. What the fuck? Speaking of which, where are Sayori's parents? Like, this is a bit of a spoilers if you haven't played the entire game yet, but like, we never see her parents once, even after, you know, she's She's gone poofed. She told me herself. What the fuck? Oh god, procrastination. In the bathroom waiting for her. Kahlua, are you okay? Do I need to get you to the hospital? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Procrastination intensifies. God, procrastination reminds me of that one kid last year who won the entire fucking Tropicana speech thing just because he wrote about fucking how procrastination is good for you, and he couldn't even find a source for it. I said bedroom, not bathroom. Either way, you are like, weird. Kahlua, do you want me to take you to the hospital? Yeah, do you need to go to the hospital, Kahlua? I forgot to do it last night. No, just a little bit. You know what, Kahlua, shut the fuck up. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Just a little bit. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. A bit, not much. Okay. God, I haven't had that in a while. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Not if it's school breakfast. Please skip school breakfast. School breakfast fucking sucks. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. School breakfast? What about school breakfast? The fact that it fucking sucks? Let's show it to Monica next. I just really don't like tsunderes for some reason. Hi Jesse. Have a good day. Have a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Yep. Yeah, like, school breakfast is, like, really bad. It's just, oh my god, Jefferson, shut up! We've gotten, like, 10 million emails for you in the past 2 days! Sorry, I've gone a bit silent. I'm reading the schedule email from, No, I didn't die, sadly. I'm reading the schedule email from Jefferson because they love messaging their students like 10 times a day. Sorry, just give me a second. I need to finish this. I am not ready to go back to school and just let me play my damn game, Jefferson. Anyway, Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, do you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahaha. Don't worry, Jesse. Mills? What about it? We're all a bit embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of a barrier we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. Great job, Jesse. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Yee, I like using metaphors. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Why? How dare you underestimate me? Anyway, I guess I underestimated you. Yeah, that's just what I just said. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. I have really high expectations of myself, though. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Well, so do I, so don't think I just did this for Yuri. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Yeah, me too. I didn't do it for Yuri, I did it for myself. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it, or just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. Sorry, I don't pronounce that much. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Well, I have to go now. Bye. Good luck. Alright, see ya, Kahlua. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always find what helps suit you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way someone else wants you to write. Yeah, that's actually really good advice. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I mean, for the person that leads this entire club. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't always mean I always feel that way, you know? That is actually very true. Sorry. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall, it couldn't have been me. See the direction, the sprinkle, the spackle protrudes, a nosy neighbor, angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched from the permanent copy of a meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was dug deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he was on the other side looking in. That is really metaphorical. But that is also a really good poem. For once, I don't have a criticism for that. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. And then, that is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Yeah, that is very true. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Yeah, being self-aware. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's really kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Damn, Monica really be out there with, like, the best advice ever. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up for later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen on the exact same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for giving it, Monica. I really love that. Wait, let's save this first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone from you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. You're excused. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Bitch, I'll bust your fucking kneecaps. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, but people can try, but that's about it. That's oddly true. You need to add punctuation, though, Natsuki. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of writing poems for people to express themselves? That is super true, actually. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write a poem about it. Yeah, I understand. The real Jessie understands too. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. That is true, actually. Those are actually really nice. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. You're talking to someone who's been writing since they were 8. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, you know. Actually, I'm the youngest one here, but, like, go off. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It was a bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly glance at the sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Yeah, their writing styles, like, completely contrast. So that wouldn't be really good. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissingly returns the poem to the desk and with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice today? Oh, that's really funny. I don't know why. Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jessie did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. Oh god. These two, not only are they not taking criticism, but like, they're criticizing each other for all the wrong reasons. It's not even constructive criticism. I can't even say it's constructive criticism, because it's not. I've taken a class on this shit. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jessie liked my poem too, you know. Now they're just making each other jealous. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh shit, shit's about to go down. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jessie appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Ooh, shit. And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Natsuki, you didn't give advice, you just explained your writing style. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, shit! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who was moved. Magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jessie started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned toward me as they noticed I was just standing there. Jessie, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Okay, you both started it. You have completely contrasting personalities and writing styles. I was gonna say art styles. And writing styles, you both need to calm the fuck down because I don't want to fucking deal with it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Okay, sorry to ruin the moment with my serious talk, but like, different writing styles don't make you any worse. It's just that you have your own personal preference about how you write, how people write, and you can't really criticize people off that because it's your own style. Other people have different styles, and you can't tell them, you need to change your style because your style does not fit my taste. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Then this wouldn't have to happen in the first place. What's the point in making all of your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Again, referring to my statement earlier, you should not criticize someone based off the fact that their writing does not complement your preferences. Help me explain that to her, Jessie. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effective way. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jessie? I do, actually. My writing is more metaphorical, so I stand with Yuri on this one. But I also agree with Natsuki's point. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Yeah, help me, Sayori. I don't want to pick a side. Natsuki glares at me, picking up any words I have in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is just making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Aw. Jessie. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. That is extremely insensitive. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Oh my god. You know what? Just both of you get the fuck over yourselves. You're not that good. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Oh boy, now they're fighting over this. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why no one likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because you have so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Oh, that's really sweet. Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that, and Yuri's boobs... Why would you comment on that? Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. Yeah, I feel you. Oh man, nearly through my second mug of tea already. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ahaha. We all have our own things. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Monica? That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say with words. It was alright. Well, mostly. Jesse, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn about a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Jesse, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Alright, well that seems like a good spot to end off this stream. I hope everyone had fun today. I certainly did. I will probably be streaming all morning tomorrow again too. Or around 2 hours anyway. Yeah, I just hope everyone has fun. Thank you all for coming out today. Remember to follow my socials and join my Discord server in the description below, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good day, everyone.